KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is Therapist Week. D Major, Sherril Middle, Lakey in studio with us. Great conversation off air.
Yeah, you guys jump in my IG Live or Lakey's IG Live.
So with all the travels that you have had over the years, what brought you back to San Antonio? Do you mind if I ask?
I don't know, I was getting older, so I was kind of tired of traveling. In 2020, I was like, okay, I'm going to do one more year of traveling. I came to San Antonio, and then, because I was staying out in Longview, Texas there for a bit.
Okay.
Out in East Texas. I'd graduated high school from out there, and I started traveling, and then COVID happened, so I went back to East Texas, and that was interesting, going from like years being in the city to going to a rural area. And I went to high school there, but
yeah,
I didn't realize how deep certain things were. Like, I'd been raised in rural areas most of my life, and then going back there is like, oh, okay, I understand why a whole lot of Texans run to Austin or run to the cities or run from the whole state in general.
Yeah, I guess being an adult to see certain things is kind of really eye-opening.
But coming back to San Antonio was like, I guess I have more grown-up memories here than anywhere else, more connection here, and then once I started getting harassed by the police over and over again, I'm like, well, okay, I guess I have to stand up for this now, since y'all want to make this a thing. I would.
Yeah, because you didn't make this a thing.
No, and that's what they think is, I've been accused by them of like wanting to do this so I can get settlements or something. It's like, I've had an attorney one time because I thought that was going to make the police back off and then prove to other people, oh, okay, he's in the right. This guy's just doing his thing, not causing any trouble. And then I'm like, oh, no, that made it worse.
Yeah, I've watched the 1A, the First Amendment auditors, for years, and as soon as cops walk up, one of the first things, oh, you're just trying to bait us. No, we're giving you a chance to be yourself on film. We can't control how you act in front of the camera.
I feel like that can be stressful to them, and actually at first I was kind of judgmental about it, but then another part of me was like, okay, I see what happened in Leon Valley. Like, if they're just randomly going to these places, I don't know, it's kind of helpful and kind of detrimental in certain kinds of ways. But if they're seeing that like a certain department has screwed up or done messed up things over and over and over again, and then they send some smartasses there to mess with them, and it's like, see how monstrous these people in positions of power are, they shouldn't be here. But then with mine, I'm like, I'm not even trying to mess with y'all's nest. I'm over here.
Yeah, you're just doing your own thing, minding your own business, not bothering anybody.
The most recent ones have been the most weird because it's happened in empty public parks. I'm like, guys, y'all are cutting payments to Parks and Recreation. No one's using your parks, but why are they not using your parks? You're ticketing someone for sidewalk chalk. Like, why does anybody want to go to the park if there's a chance of getting a ticket for utilizing a park the way they're supposed to be utilized?
Exactly.
How is the sense of community here been to support you in your art and endeavors, everything that's been going on? How's the sense of community here? Has it been pretty much supportive?
There in different kinds of ways. Like I feel like as a whole, people want to be very supportive. I don't make it the easiest to be the most supportive. I haven't found the best way to vocalize it. I get nervous about inviting people out to create with me because it might be awesome and inspiring and everything. Or we might have the police get pulling up and it's like, well, what happens now? Because I can keep my cool whenever they're dealing with me.
But you don't know about the other person.
But, well, it's that, but also if I see them being a jerk to someone who doesn't deserve it, I might act out of line in their opinion too.
Right, you may exercise your freedom of speech.
I can be a little harsh on my own, but like if I see them being mean to someone who is not doing anything wrong, it's like, I have to say something, and who knows how that is going to unfold. I have been confused by like why certain kinds of art groups haven't stood up. Like certain ones I can understand, like it's hard for them to on their limited budgets and depending on different groups. But then other more established ones like Art Pace, they hosted a sidewalk chalk festival for 20 years. And then they never mentioned on the news that sidewalk chalk is a ticketable or arrestable offense. It's like it either wasn't ever, or they're like setting up people to go to jail.
Which is not unlike something they would do.
On the books saying if it is or not?
There's nothing that directly says sidewalk chalk is. What they're going off of is if you read through the ordinances in graffiti, it does mention making any mark with a paint stick. And then if you read the definition of a paint stick, it names a device that holds, and it names several different things that can leave permanent marks. But in that, it mentions chalk. And that's what they're basing it off of. And to me, I'm like, that means a chalk marker, which if you mark something with a chalk marker, like any porous surface, it'll stain it. And then, yeah, okay, that's against the law. Like, so I'm not trying to change that ordinance, because some people have been like, oh, we need to change the ordinance. That I'm like, no. Like, I don't think anybody else is getting tickets for this.
Yeah.
If a lot of other people were, then it's like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and amend this. But I think they found that one word of chalk, and they're like, we're going to come at them for this. And it's like, I won that settlement in Leon Valley over an unlawful arrest, and they have the same wording about the graffiti stick. And it's never stood up in court, from my understanding. It hadn't against me. I don't know if it has against anyone else.
Interesting. Very interesting. Shall we get into a little bit more music? Okay. Hey, y'all, stay tuned. We've got more with Lakey coming up. We're about to get into a mix from DJ Mercury. We're about to go deep in the trenches, so do not go anywhere, y'all. Stay tuned. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.